Good morning. Morning, Cadre, wake up. Oh, mercy. But settle in. Settle in. We might be here a while. Oh, that is nice and warm. That's nice and warm. I spoiled myself this morning. I think it's 8:30, which to me is not early at all, but for the rest of the family, especially on the weekend, it's kind of early. And we've got one of those coffee grinders or coffee makers. You put a bunch of beans at the top and then it grinds it right into the maker right before. So anyway, it sounds like a jet engine going off when you do that. So normally this morning I would not have made coffee, but I was kind of in the mood. So I made coffee, came down, made my soap, all this stuff. Got it, poured it right before my shower, so it's still nice and warm. All right, whatever. We get through what we're using today. Shave Revolution soap. I know nothing about this. No idea where it came from. I've had this for years. Used it a few times. This is the Gentleman Oud Wood, I guess. It's mostly wood. I don't really get much oud out of it, but I just saw it and thought we can give it a shot. I think that's my brush. Let's see. Yeah. Shave Revolution. This is one of the first brushes that I use that I have no idea where it came from either. I'm sure this kind of stuff comes in. You buy a BST full of whatever, and they throw in other stuff. So I had this handle from I don't know where, and this knot is a Plasoff knot, and this is now my talc brush. I used that for a long time though, just for the shaves. I don't know anything about Shave Revolution though. The brush we're using today is made by Grey Dog from the Cadre, and I think he frequents many of the forums on the interwebs. Cool guy. Just loves making brushes. It's funny, his wife would not let him sell them because he got enough work. So kind of like, as long as it's a hobby, it's fine. But if you turn it into a business, she said no. So he just gives them away. So this one is, I call this Education History. And I'm sorry, I'm educated, but my rememberer is not good. From what I recall, I think it was his son somehow was doing work in a 100-year-old school building. I know it comes from a school building. I think it's at least 100 years old. Anyway, it's made from a big beam that came down during the work on the schoolhouse. We'll be using a Shavette today. This is just a cheapie. This just looks cool. I love the look of it. That's why I got it. I mean, a blade is a blade, right? And that's all that's touching my face. It has a Wizamit blade in it. This is shave number 2 on this edge, and then we'll flip her around for 2 more shaves. Bill, I'm pretty sure it's Bill. Now I'm thinking W. Is it Bill? The heck? Man, I'm gonna egg him. I'm pretty sure Bill, new to the Cadre, not new to shaving, been doing YouTube videos, talks about shavettes all the time. But where he's from, they're shavettes, which I do believe, I agree, that's much easier to say. People know what you're talking about. There's just some certain people, KJ, on the Cadre that, are kind of, particular about things. He's been talking about shavettes quite a bit, and now he has me jonesing for, I would like variety in the razors I use the most. And when I want what I call the open blade, I categorize them as straight shaves. I know, I got it, but open blade, I have this, and I've got my Feather SS, and that's it. And these are fun for me to use, so I would like maybe a bit more variety in the arena of folding razors. So I think I'm naming this video TicTok Eyes. And I kind of thought, but do I do that? Because I think from the title, just half the people won't watch. But I'm a little tired. Been a little tired. It sounds kind of stupid, but we're just people here, right? It's related to TikTok. Never thought I would say that. So, we've got 3 teens at home. They're into the TikToks. And I know they watch it all the time, and they used to be into making the little dance videos, which I never understood. It's everybody doing exactly the same thing as everybody else already posted, so why would you want to watch 50 people doing the same dang thing? The 15-second dance. And when it first hit off, man, I won't name names, but one of the girls would just walk around the house doing these dances. I'm like, enough. You should be standing there and just break into whatever to practice. Anyway, I don't know how long it's actually been out or they've been on it. And most of this stuff, I'm the old curmudgeon guy that I just don't get it. Right? We've got Facebook. Why do you need somewhere else to post your pictures if you're already on Facebook? Well, it's a little bit different. Is it different? Anyway, not going down that road. We spend all. So I don't have much of a social media presence. Funny, got my own YouTube channel. I guess that's social media. Is social media being on a shaving forum? I guess it's social. It's the internet. Anyway, my other than the shaving cadre, the only place that I really post anything is on Facebook. And I think that's actually not quite as open as a shaving cadre. It's a shaving cadre, you get to know each other. So we share, some of us, I know some of us just post shave of the day and move on, but there's that core group where you get to know each other, and when things aren't going good, it's like your little group of friends. And people you'd sit down and have a cup of coffee with. Facebook, don't share too much of the real. It's more of a, hey, the happy. Go there and show the happy side of things, and vacations and the nice dinners. Anywho, long story even longer. Gear Noir, where are you, man? We used to give that dude a bad time for his shave videos being like over half an hour long. And now he just disappeared. It's sad. It's a little bit sad. Gear. He's still on the cadre constantly. Constantly that guy on the cadre. You think he could make time for a video. Anyway, yeah, and Barbara Davis on me about being distracted is, in terms of what I'm talking about. So as I was saying, Dave, long story longer, I just, on a whim, I'm like, all right, let's download this TikTok and see what the heck. Right? I could care less just because the kids are into it. I'm not following everything, but I know some adults on the TikToks. So, downloaded it. You pick a few interests or something, and then for those of you like me that never cared to understand it or anything, they tend to be, it's all videos, short videos. Yes, you can follow people and go to a page where I believe it's just people that you follow and see the new stuff they post. Otherwise, it's one of those Big Brother things where they got the algorithm, see what you're watching, probably how many times, probably how long you've watched a video, try to show you stuff that interests you, that you would, the whole goal being kind of like YouTube, when you just let it go and it shows you, hey, we suggest these videos. And if you're, into traditional shaving, all this stuff is probably not going to show you an electric razor review because it knows. So TikTok's the same way, except they tend to be shorter. It's pretty cool. I'll say that. I'm going to say that. But my feed and the girls' feeds look like completely different programs. It's because they still are into, and I don't get it, and I'm not even going to care to understand. They're into like these 7-second, 12-second videos. It's just somebody with like dark background and crazy lighting and this crazy filter with this sound clip and then just like a sentence, for you to, and then, just keep scrolling through that stuff. I know, whatever. I, on the other hand, somehow started with military planes, which I think are really cool. And they're not 10-second videos. These things are sometimes over a minute. I know, but in today's world, that attention span, unheard of. It's like A10 warthogs, showing, up close views of the guns or inside the seat or even like the landing gear stuff. I'm super nerdy. I know. I'm just interested. I'm curious. I'm a curious person. I'll be like, I've never seen the landing gear of an A10 Warthog up close. What's that shock look like? I'm curious. So, video of the hand signals of a guy launching a ship off a carrier, that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, I won't get into the details, but I posted something on the cadre, something that kind of hit emotionally inside for me, completely unrelated to military aircraft. And then one guy says, hey, that's spyware. First of all, that kind of a comment to kind of an emotional post kind of derailed the emotions. And that's fine. That's all right. That's what's with the cadre. Most of the time, guys can just go and move on. But I will say, that's fine with me. I know that's probably a bad attitude to have, but it's like you can live your life trying to understand how every program on your phone works and what it collects and who sent to who. And unless you're an expert in the field, I guarantee nobody really knows. Oops. Kind of like, pardon me, went a little bit down the wrong side there. Infection control nurses. You got one's on the extreme, one that knows about all the bugs and stuff. I'm talking pre-COVID because it's a different world then. You have the nurses that know all the bugs and stuff you can get and it freaks them out and they sanitize everything. And then you've got the ones I think that are cool that are like, hey, the more you're exposed to, the better your immune system, and I'm not going to freak out trying to protect myself from the world. Bring it on. And that's kind of the way I am. Everybody, I don't think anybody thinks that there's microchips for tracking in vaccines anymore. But that's the funniest response is that, people are saying, I don't, it's the government wanting to track where you are and what you're doing. It's like you're carrying a phone around, dude. If you haven't seen, even if you don't have an app that shows you, there's a way to look and it tracks where you've been. It'll show you on a map where you've been. It tracks what phones you're around. That whole, how did I get this ad? They listen to what you're saying. I've never talked about this. Yeah, but have you read the explanation? They're not listening to what you're saying all the time, but they track where you are. Some stores can track where you are and where you spend time at. If somebody else has been searching for something and doing a lot of research and your phone is near their phone for a long time, it knows that. And all these things communicate to each other. So whatever. Yeah, that's my stance on that is if they want to know, probably Bob next door doesn't know how to get into my phone and figure out where I am. But if the Russian government cares enough to know where I was last Tuesday, I'm sure they're going to know. I'm not going to worry about protecting myself from that. Anyway, TikTok. So I've gotten into this. This is super interesting to me, nerdy, just obscure, doesn't matter in anything stuff. But I'm interested in it. And so Lots of times I'll wake up early in the morning. I'm one of those, I grab the phone, see what's new on the cadre, check the mail, maybe a few YouTube videos, try to put a podcast or book on tape on, and then try to go back to sleep. TikTok, though, it just holds my interest. And I know that people are going to say, well, that's what it's engineered for, and social this and that. And it's like, first of all, it's not selling anything. I mean, I'm not going to go out and buy an A10 Warthog, so whatever. But also, it's like, that's my choice, right? I'm an adult. I figure it out. So, the bummer is this is the most interesting part. And we're, what, 15, 16 minutes in? Probably half the people aren't even watching anymore. The stuff that I've started seeing, though, there's this guy that works on one of those really, really, really tall cranes, like tower cranes or something like that. He shows you how it works. He talks about, like, what his day's like and how he gets stuff up there. That's pretty cool. There's a mechanic guy. I don't know how he picks what he shows, but he says, hey, customer brought it in because of this and this. Let's check it out and kind of quickly. And that's the neat thing, is you're not spending half an hour watching this guy diagnose the car. It's just like, I check this, dope, check this. But obviously, I think he must be doing some of his more interesting cases. So I've seen quite a few from that guy, where I don't know much about automotive stuff. So to me, the different differential diagnoses of an automobile problem is pretty cool. This morning, though, somehow I ran across a blind woodworker. That's pretty cool. Been spending a little time actually just not floating past the video, but looking at his page. Guy dealt with a lot of depression. Yeah, when he was younger, 16, tried to kill himself with a gun. That's how he went blind, totally blind. So, just that alone, pretty cool to see him kind of in a good place now. He's been married to the woman that shoots most of his videos. I think they just had their I don't know, some anniversary, 5 years, something like that. I don't know. Anyway. But how does a blind dude do woodworking? Well, if you found his channel, you'd learn some of the secrets. Pretty cool. And just impressive that it's not harder for him than it is. And the things take longer, and he's made some modifications and yada yada, but that was pretty interesting. I've been drinking it like this because I don't want to advertise. I'm not a Starbucks person at all, but I think this mug is cool. And unfortunately, the coolest part where the clay overlaps itself is over here where the logo is. But I've been trying to consciously hold it like this so I don't show Starbucks. But anyhow, let's see. I did the alum. Let's rinse out the bowl. So that's why I'm a little tired, because, and I'm an adult, so I make those decisions. But when I woke up and started looking, it's like, oh, I'll just watch this stuff for 15 minutes, and then I found him and learn more about his life, and it's just interesting. I guess it's no different than if you're like reading a book and you should put it down and get to sleep, but you're at a very interesting part and decide, getting a little tired, ain't gonna kill me. Well, there we go. Man, Bill, if you watch this, I like it because it's black. First of all, black metal shaving stuff I'm into. And I like this. This just makes it look tough. I want shavettes that look mean, but are gentle. You know what I mean? Bill's got this really sweet razor. I don't know the name of it. It costs over $300. It takes artist club blades. Man, I need that thing. I'm holding on. I've been doing so good this year with not buying much shaving stuff. There's lemon. Even this stuff lasts forever. Come on, Thayers. Where's my... Give me the whatever stipend t-shirt sticker. Come on. There's lemon. It's what's good. See, I mean, excellent. What else? I gotta get my my 2-in-1. Nah, not yet. I'm not ready for that. Gotta cool down a little bit. I was just thinking, because I was trying to just when I came down, I thought I could list all this cool stuff that I learned off of just watching these short little TikTok videos, and now I can't think of a lot. Oh, some pilot stuff, like commercial pilots. They talk about just kind of some of their like bidding and things. Yeah, and I know about a lot of stuff because I've been interested. But you know, everybody's perspective is different. Our experiences are a little different. Sounds of starting up a tank. Never saw anybody start up a tank before. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, this is getting a little longer. My daughter, one year, and I don't think it was a whole year. I don't know how long it was, but for a while, and it was at least probably 5 years ago. I let this start growing a little longer like this. And at some point my wife said, that doesn't look very good. And that's all it took. And then my daughter one day was being cute not that long ago. And she says, it's been a long time since it's been long enough that I could, you know, kind of hold on to it. So I thought, let's see, winter's coming. Santa Claus is all white. Let's see what happens. I would, what's that guy? The guy that says, do man, beep. He's into patina. His last name, Jeremy Sires or something like that. Well, I was going to say big YouTuber, super popular YouTuber, but that dude puts out like a video a month or something. And people is like, he puts his money into all his products and all this stuff. Not a lot of content, which is shocking that he's still as popular as he is anyway. He's got a nice, big, long beard, and he like has a rubber band down at the bottom. I think that looks sweet. I know my wife would not tolerate it getting like that, and I don't know how appropriate that would be for the work environment that I have. Anyway, just playing with things. You ready? Gotcha. All right. I don't know. I'm just, what are we at? 23 minutes. I just came down just for tell you about my revelation into the education I'm getting from an unexpected spot, and to just do a nice calm Sunday morning. I got old man Zoom call for the cadre this afternoon, and then after that, I'm going to plug them. I don't know how many people watch this before. It's on Whiskey and Stuff. Husband, wife team, YouTubers, new to the YouTube area. Boy, those whiskey tubers, they support each other like anybody's business. I think if I switch this over to a whiskey channel, everybody would advertise the bejesus out of it, and I'd have like 1,000 followers like that. They're all about promoting each other and all that stuff, which is cool. But what are we? I'm over 200 something. I'm impressed with that. What was I saying, Barbara Dave? Oh, so after the old man Zoom call, they are doing a fundraiser today. It's already live. If you watch this far, bless you. But also, if you're interested, they are doing a fundraiser for a mental health awareness support treatment type of organization called, I believe it's Right Love on Her Arm. Just search them up. Whiskey and Stuff today, and especially if you're into whiskey. So it's you donate money, you get so many tickets in for drawings of some pretty high-end whiskey loot, which I'm not as interested in, rather than just supporting the cause. So anyway, that's cool. We waited long. I've been yapping. I think we're going to be able to do I'm going to trim there a little bit. We'll go ahead and use the old Shave Revolution brush. I haven't used this for a while. Look at the size of that thing. Yardley Equity. This is a little bit spicier, pepperier scent. More like a on a black shirt. Barber Dave never warned me, do not talc with a black shirt. Add that onto the rule list, I think. Mercy me, what a mess. I'm not going to be able to leave the house. All right, I'll wrap it up there. We've gone on long enough. I'll leave the record-winning length of Shave video to Gear Noir for a while. See you on the forum.